Welcome to the gauntlet. Please follow the smell of vomit and tears so we may talk face to face. As the vomit was mine, I recommend facing away from me.
Yeah, so this is Digistruct Peak. We are in the mountains. Snow-capped mesas somewhere up high. And in fact we can look through these, right? Oh look, there's an arena there. So that's one of the arenas in the Digistruct Peak. And then we can look through there. There's one of the other arenas. It's is it Dao architecture, this stuff? I think it is, right? I believe, yeah, it is Dao. So it looks like the walls look like sanctuary walls. So it's an old Dao facility at the top of the mountain that's been taken over by the Crimson Raiders. Oh, Dao? Oh, you see there, look, so the Dao has been painted over by the Crimson Raiders. Digistruct Training. It's a training facility.
You will help me and I will pay you. It is as simple as that. This gate represents a test of your intellect. Are you clever enough to uncover the secret way to open it?
Maybe. Maybe I am. Unlock door. Is it this?
Congratulations, you are now a genius by Pandoran standards.
Huzzah! I'm a genius!
Exceptional. Using a mixture of iridium, Digistruct technology, and Scooter's salami-stained fingers, try not to read into that, I've put together the combat trials you see before you. If you succeed, you'll be ready for a new Pandora, a Pandora of overpowered enemies, better loot, and an abundance of nacho cheese. It's been an eventful year. Anyway, off with you!
Yeah, so she tells you about the overpower levels, but it doesn't really matter at this point, when we're only at level 43 and only on the first playthrough. Anyway, I'm gonna play through this because it's also a quest, it's also a DLC, so we might as well
Should you die
look
in this
through it.
gauntlet, I will take it as implicit feedback that I should consider making it easier. I will ignore this, of course. Mass murder can often be a form of quality control.
Grenade, grenade. That was overkill. Oh, there's also no requirement for you to go through this fast. You can just take as much time as you want. We might be able to grenade our way through the whole thing and just use our infinite grenades. Oh, a rabbit skag! Those are new. Rabbit skags usually don't spawn. Oh wait, are these level 40 something enemies? Wait, what level are these guys? I hope these are not level 43 enemies. They might be. Level 36, okay, they're not. So these are level 35, or the peak is leveled at 35, which is good for us.
Skags, the linchpin of any good descent into madness. I remember watching my colleagues get eaten alive by a horde of these. Sometimes I replay the memories in my mind whilst eating popcorn and staring absently into the middle distance.
It's pretty trivial. At least at the start it is.
Grenade out.
There will be bosses later on, and it will be a little bit more difficult. But we are overgeared for level 35, given that we have like 3 legendaries and legendary grenades. Actually, it's not. We didn't use the legendary grenades. We have 3 legendaries, 1 quest reward, a couple of purples, a Seraph shield. So we are significantly overgeared for anything level 35. But that's fine with me. If you use your imagination, if you imagine our gear wasn't quite as strong, or if the enemies were actually
With Rick and Mordecai circling
stronger.
each other's metaphorical jerks over who gets to hunt the sudden abundance of vaults, Lilith and I created this training gauntlet for the Crimson Raiders. You will help me test its relative lethality, so that I may not inadvertently turn half of Sanctuary's fighting force into a gaggle of whimpering triple amputees.
No, I didn't kill all of them. Things are relatively easy in the early parts of the raid, of course. But mostly it's the wide open maps and the small number of enemies that makes this easy to manage early on.
Here, grenade. A grenade.
Oh, hey, slag badass gags. And we're fine. So that's the first 2 areas. Obviously there's gonna be more.
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else.
Let me
I made
replenish
sure of that.
and sell.
2 words, my friend. No
So the
need
next
for-
arena, you can kind of see, so this part, there's less cover and it's smaller. Later on this becomes a problem when big enemies spawn in here. For now, that's not too bad. Oh, we'll get bored.
Throwing grenade.
Oh yeah, get bored. With those tanks, they have 2 things on top of each other, which means you can bore through the bottom and hit the top thing, and basically do triple damage by hitting it twice. Okay, well that was a lot more trivial than I made it sound. But if you imagine there were stronger enemies and we weren't as strong. The next part is through here. Usually I stay back here so that the enemies have to funnel into this doorway to get to me. I mean, You can run in and just fight everyone, of course.
Here, grenade.
But especially at harder difficulties, there's really no point putting yourself in danger by going in and being surrounded, right? Because the enemies will spawn all around you if you stand in the middle there. Whereas if you stay back here, then they have to all come towards you from the same direction, funneling in through this doorway. Which makes everything much easier to manage. It's a lot slower too, because it takes a while for them to figure out how to get to you. In fact, I don't think they can figure out how to get to me. Let me come in the side here. Drop that.
Were I brain dead, I'd announce the arrival of these enemies with fanfare and exclamation points. As I am not, I shall merely say, kill these things. This is priority 1. I need you to disarm a series of camouflaged explosives hidden in the combat garden.
That is a trap. Pick up snow onions? That is a trap that can cause you to fail the raid. So the next part is the same. There's a narrow doorway. There's enemies everywhere in here.
Feces you smell, it's just bandits and feces.
A grenade.
So again, we're gonna stay back. Let grenades do the work. There's no reason to put ourselves into any sort of unnecessary risk. Blast the nomads, they have rocket launchers. I can, of course, use my sniper rifle, which probably makes more sense given the distance.
Throwing grenade.
I'm not sure that's gonna get him. Oh? It didn't kill him though. There's a guy right in the corner there, you see that? That's a wee bit annoying. Let me just do that, and then walk back out. Because there will be more enemies spawning like that. What is that? Nothing. It's nothing now. Don't worry about it. Oh, I don't need to do that against them.
Thanks to Lilith and Moxie, I have found a way to combine Iridium and Digistruct technologies to change the nature of life itself. The overpower upgrade awaits once I analyze your training data from this gauntlet.
Yeah. The dialogue is semi-random or semi-randomized from a list of pre-recorded dialogue. So she just kind of says vaguely relevant things over and over again.
You see those so-called onions in the ground? They are, in fact, camouflaged Hyperion explosives designed to attack the raiders where we are most vulnerable, our gardening battalion. Gather the onions, but do not pick the carrots. Thanks to you, my garden is combat ready once more. A well-balanced diet is the ultimate weapon of mass destruction.
The carrots will explode and immediately kill you if you're wondering. Don't pick the carrots. So she keeps talking about overpower levels without really explaining what overpower levels are. I guess you'll figure it out eventually. This next part is a little bit more complex again because you'll notice we have to jump down there and there's not much cover on our side. The enemies will spawn all around there. Don't really want to be in there. I usually hide behind this building here. But if you don't kill the enemies fast enough, they will swarm you and then you don't have much room to run. Especially with skags that run fast. I know he's there. Come on, dude. There you go.
Grenade out. I enjoyed that.
So this is where we should snipe, right? Wait, he's still alive? Oh, they're badass marauders, I see. Why don't you get hit shot repeatedly? Tell me how that feels. Good thing we're far too strong for this. Although the first level is not that difficult anyway. Go ahead and grab some ammo. There will be more enemies, if you're wondering. Good times. It's always great when you can kill enemies without even seeing them.
I've got a hole full of meat. You're gonna die.
I think that's it. This seems so trivial. I'm used to playing this at high difficulty levels. And this is so trivial at this level. Alright, here's the boss.
You're nearly finished with the course. In keeping with laws of drama, however, I have saved the most difficult task for last.
Need.
It's probably a mistake to use grenades there.
Here, grenade.
It's only difficult because they run sideways.
My compass blows.
Done. Turns out the ogre
Prepare
is
for a great
really
deal of
powerful.
text.
You have completed the raid on Digistruct Peak. Try complete it again on higher difficulties to unlock more levels of overpowered enemies. Yeah. Basically, it's telling you you need to do it again at level 72. Also, if you want loot, you have to pay Iridium for it. You have to pay 5 Iridium for each bit of loot. We don't want this loot.
You may now wash the metaphorical blood from your hands. The gauntlet is complete.